Well, we're nearing the end of this morning's intense session, and I want to thank everyone who stayed with us until now. I know you all have busy schedules, so I'll keep this brief. That said, we've covered a lot of ground at a fast pace, and with the opportunities we've explored, it's worth taking a moment to recap the key points and draw a few conclusions. So let's start with a quick summary. With estimates exceeding $500 billion just for the public sector, there's no question Rebuild Ukraine is the biggest single opportunity we are likely to see in our lifetime. The scale of work required is immense. This reconstruction effort will take at least a decade to implement, and that's not even considering the demining program in the east, which experts estimate could take more than 100 years to complete. The good news? The program is fully open to foreign participants. In fact, your involvement is strongly encouraged. You bring additional capacity, expertise, and technology, all of which are not just welcome but needed. However, participation is only possible through official government platforms and approved e-tender systems like public bid. Now, let's take a look at the key sectors where approved projects are concentrated. To make it easier for foreign companies to get involved, we've officially launched the ICC Rebuild Ukraine portal today. This platform provides a single access point to the 3 government-approved systems, streamlining the entire process. With unique filtering, tracking, and alert features, you can easily monitor projects that match your interests. Plus, all key information is automatically translated from Ukrainian into English, making navigation seamless. As we discussed, when it comes time to submit a bid, preparing tender documents will require expert input, likely with the support of Ukrainian partners. The good news? ICC can help connect you with the right organizations that specialize in this process. That wraps up the key points from today's session. Now let's take a look at the conclusions we can draw from all of this. We've explored the key aspects of Ukraine's legal and tax frameworks, and it's clear that they are business-friendly for foreign companies, with no significant barriers to entry. There's also no shortage of financing available for these projects, and with no exchange controls, you can be paid directly in your own currency. With the Rebuild Ukraine program already in motion, now is the time to get involved. There's a learning curve, and finding the right partners will take time, but by starting now, even with smaller projects, you'll gain valuable experience and position yourself ahead of the competition. Thousands of projects are already live, with more being added daily, so many that tracking them all can be a challenge. That's where the ICC Rebuild Ukraine portal comes in, providing the tools and insights you need to follow the opportunities that matter most to you. And finally, I'd like to remind you that future Rebuild Ukraine forums, starting with the next one on September 26th, will offer even more opportunities for active participation. We want your feedback to ensure the portal evolves to meet your needs. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out, whether by email or here at the ICC office in Kyiv, and be sure to mark September 26th in your calendars for the next Rebuild Ukraine Forum. We'll of course send reminders and invitations well in advance. We look forward to seeing you then, if not sooner.
I sincerely thank each of you for taking the time to join us today. I hope the forum was meaningful for you and, most importantly, valuable in a practical sense. The active participation of organizations from many countries is truly inspiring and reaffirms that Ukraine has loyal friends and partners all around the world. As we move forward, we invite you to stay engaged through our portal and join us at the next forum. A key point for the future will be our tender platform for the private sector. Although projects in the public sector are currently opening up significant opportunities, I firmly believe that as we move towards peace, the private sector will be the driving force behind an even greater wave of economic development. A vivid example is the glass industry. Before the war, a significant portion of Ukrainian glass was imported from Russia. The supply chain that existed is no longer there. Meanwhile, the demand for glass has sharply increased, significantly outpacing local production. Large-scale imports are expensive and logistically difficult, which makes it clear that Ukraine must develop its own glass industry. And this is just one of many strategic opportunities for import substitution that awaits investment and collaboration. I urge you to explore these opportunities with us. Your experience, innovation, and dedication can make a real contribution to the recovery and strengthening of Ukraine's economy. We look forward to collaborating and hope that you will join us on this transformational journey. Thank you once again and see you at the next event.